Oh, Lordy. Let's dive into the right-wing world, see what's doing, kids.
Step right up, get your Republican talking points, get your peanut-sized brains. Your brain must be this nasty, dirty, naughty, nasty to go in this right.
Naughty little brain. Okay. Oh, here's the moment we talked about the other day. Speaking of that, one might think that the lesson one might learn from this is let gay people live in peace, and you won't have incidents like this happening. But no, it's led to more gay bashing on the right. This was disturbing. So Tucker Carlson tells this story about getting hit on in high school in a bathroom. Yeah.
Tucker, what did you do, by the way? What did you do when he did that?
I went back with someone I knew and grabbed the guy by and grabbed him. And
did what?
Hit him against the skull in his head, actually. And then the cops came and arrested him.
Well, if you saw the clip, Scarborough was laughing at Bow Tie Boy because of his little He-Man.
Yeah, his little macho moment. Yeah.
And
one can only imagine how macho Tucker was in high school.
And he made some sort of reference to something that happened in Georgetown, and quickly ran over it as if that weren't the only incident. So, that's, however, let me just say that if gay guys are going to be cruising bathrooms,
say no. That's encouraging violence toward gay people. It's like what smashes it. Why do you got to smash someone's head into the wall?
Gay people should not be doing that to straight people, though.
Well, seriously, I know they're straight. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I'm saying. The other creepy part of this whole.
You make sure they're straight.
How do you know that, is what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like, why can't someone, whether you're straight or gay, just say no?
Are you defending people who hit on young boys in bathrooms?
No!
That's what it sounds like you're doing.
No! We're not talking about young boys. But I'm just saying...
Tucker Carlson was in high school.
Okay, my point is, so you're condoning that you should smash... Tucker
No,
Carlson
I'm not condoning violence in any way, shape, or form.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that there's.
However, I can understand the anger that Tucker was feeling.
Well, let me just say, that's the creepy part of this whole thing that is, underlying this whole thing. It's just, I'm not sure this whole, cops using their time to because I'm sure in some cases they are entrapping men, and nobody is for public sex. I'm not saying that that's a good thing. It's obviously illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I don't know. I'm just saying we have this society that creates this what do you call it? It's like an aura of shame that makes people like Larry Craig, closeted and feel like they have to go in bathrooms.
For some people, they do it because that's what they like to do. It gives them a thrill.
But straight people do that too, I guess. Psychologists will say there's people that like the thrill of getting caught or the public sex.
You know what? This sort of thing is not as prevalent anymore. Yes, maybe
because we don't have a society of shame around straight people.
In the older generation,
straight people don't feel like they need to go generally in bathrooms to get sex.
The older generation still does this sort of thing. The younger generation doesn't have to.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm saying. There's a really sad underlying thing to this that just bothers me. Look at us. A fight's broken out in the first segment. 20 minutes of scuffle. I'm going to smash your head into the wall. Bernice in Santa Fe, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show on our friend Tucker.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bernice.
Hi. I have to comment on Tucker, but first, Chris, I hate to call anybody homophobic, but if some woman were to hit on you, or when some woman has hit on you, are you going to slam her into a wall?
I never said that was okay.
Well, you
when did I say it was okay to slam someone against the wall?
You didn't say specifically that, but you said you would.
I said it is never okay to get violent with anybody. As a matter of fact,
you would get really, really angry.
I said I wouldn't get angry. I said Tucker has a right to get angry. We don't know all the facts of the situation that he was undergoing.
Well, okay, and on that issue, I have to defend the guy that hit on Tucker, because can you really blame him for thinking that Tucker would welcome the advancement?
Oh, come on.
Sean in Miami, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show.
You know what? Just because someone looks gay does not give you the right to hit on them.
Of course not. But my point is,
there are gay
this
bars.
whole Larry Craig thing has led to this round of macho kind of gay it's like a second wave of gay bashing.
I never said it was okay to bash somebody.
I know. Sean in Miami, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show. Welcome.
Hi, Stephanie. I don't know if it's just me or, I'm 20 years old. I'm from a different generation, but, I just think it's funny that two teenage boys go into a bathroom, beat up a guy, call the police, and arrest the guy that got beat up.
Yeah, no, exactly. You think if nothing else, they both would be arrested, but anyway. All right. Look, we're only one soundbite into right-wing world, and a melee has burst out. All right, Matt, this made me sick. Why are they inviting Tom DeLay on? to talk about other people's morals.
That's funny.
Are you kidding me? I seriously thought I was in some weird parallel universe. Well, we'll get to I saw him on Hardball. Like, what?
Oh, he was on every show
Tom DeLay
yesterday.
to talk about other people's morals. It's like, all right, Matt, he was on Today's Show.
There was an awful lot of coverage of William Jefferson when that story broke, Congressman.
Yeah, for just a couple of days, and then we went on. In the case of a Republican, and believe me, I've experienced this, it's day in and day out in the media. They write this story over and over and over again.
Excuse me.
Because you've done crap over and over and over again.
Yes, because there is a mountain of corruption on your side. You know,
and I found one guy with cash in his freezer, and he was acquitted because you're right.
All right, Drunky, go ahead.
We all know the double standard in the media. It's amazing.
Well, I'm not gonna let it end with that assumption, Congressman, because I clearly don't agree with it. But why don't we just say? Why don't we just say? No, but you know what, Congressman? I think it's unfair because I listed a list of problems and then immediately. Well, we're talking about the Republican Party. You just said I invited you on to talk about the GOP.
Because you don't want to talk about the Democrat.
That's exactly
you don't
what
want to talk about the Democrat Party.
And I also, Congressman, started and then said, is this a misperception that there's a party embroiled in scandal when we may just have two bad apples? That's exactly how I started my first question.
You go, Matt.
Yeah, it's your birthday. Yeah, he called Chris Matthews a liberal.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Fair enough.
I mean, seriously, why are they? Are you kidding me that they invite this guy on to talk about other people's ethics? Are you kidding me?
And the Republicans have been in charge of everything for the last several years. Of course they're going to get more attention.
I mean, literally, you'd have to twist yourself in a pretzel to explain how this is not hypocrisy. The latest thing. The latest huge. Thank you.
Right-wing hypocrites!
All right.